Good morning. It's Friday, May 8th, and I'm here at the Wildcat Ridge Trailhead. This is off the Skyline Drive in Virginia, and Melissa dropped me off here and headed north on the Skyline Drive, and she's going to park down there at Loft Mountain Wayside, and so I'm going to run on the Appalachian Trail north down to where she's parked, and she's doing her own day hike down there, and we'll meet up. And I'm just gonna take it easy today and take in the trails and the scenery and try not to go too fast and stay upright. That's always the goal. Here we go. All right, I'm on a trail run on the Appalachian Trail, heading north. First mile was flat / downish, and so now I'm walking up this little incline here. Got to try to learn, when to walk and when to run. I'm working on it. It's good if you know the terrain. Like if it's short, sometimes I'll run up the hill. If it looks a little longer, I might walk. All right, I'm about a quarter of the way through my run for today. I estimated it to be about 13 miles from Wildcat Ridge parking to the Loft Mountain Wayside. I wanted to do it in 3 hours. The only reason I had that goal was because I got someone waiting on me and that's what we agreed on. So I don't want to be late and have them thinking maybe I'm hurt or something and worry about me or all that. So about 42 minutes in, so I'm on track for 3 hours if I'm a quarter of the way in. So we'll check back in. I guess I'll see about an hour and a half where I'm at. I'm pretty sure there's a good section here downhill, which almost fell. Good section of downhill here, which and it's pretty runnable, so that's cool. It's very green despite the lack of rain. I'm heading in towards Black Rock Gap, and then I got to climb up, and then I think there's one other big climb after that. Oh, but it's a really beautiful day. It's cool, about 50. There's a cool breeze. I'm running sleeveless, so definitely keeping cool. This beats looking at your phone, I'll tell you what. This section is nice. It's soft, not as rocky as it has been. It was pretty rocky back a little ways, and gotta go slower on the rocks. Just kind of let gravity go a little bit here. Why not? Pull me forward without trying to push it too hard. Just real relaxed flow. All right, so this part of the Appalachian Trail through Shenandoah National Park crosses Skyline Drive a number of times, so you're never really that far away from civilization of sorts. All right, I made it down to Black Rock Gap, and typically when you go down to the gap and through the gap, then you go up and away. All right, I'm climbing up Black Rock Summit. It's coming up rather in about 0.6 miles according to the sign back there. So I'm getting close to my halfway point in mileage and about halfway from my estimated total time. So I was hoping for 3 hours, and right about an hour 30 I should be halfway. So pretty close anyway, close enough. And of course what goes up must come down, so hiking up to the summit, I know it's real rocky on Black Rock, and so going down the other side might not be all that fast, but probably pick up the pace a little bit from what I'm doing now, which is I'm walking up the hill. No need to wreck myself going up. In fact, I don't think I could run this without my heart coming out of my body. Again, beautiful day. All right, I hit 6.5 miles right at about 1 hour and 28 minutes and 30 seconds ish. So right on pace for finishing in 3 hours, assuming I keep up the same pace that I did on the first half, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that or not. Not a race or anything, but I do have Melissa waiting for me at the end. I don't want to be too much longer than 3 hours, just so she doesn't worry. All right, we're approaching Black Rock Summit. Big rock pile on top of the mountain here. It's been a while since I've been up here. This is a popular summit because there's a parking lot that's very close to the summit, so it's easy to get out and walk a very short distance to get up here. Still got to climb a little bit, but it's kind of cool. Alright, we just went over the Black Rock Summit, and now we're running down the ways. I spent a few minutes up there taking a couple pictures and whatnot. I didn't stop my watch or anything, so might be a little behind schedule. I think that'll be alright. Alright. Been running for just under 2 hours. I hit the 8-mile mark, and it reminded me of when I did my first half marathon in Shamrock, 2007 maybe, and we got to the 8-mile marker, and these guys were like, all right, just got 2 2s and a 1. Morning.
You've just been chilling there.
Yeah, it's wild. So in the first part of my run, gosh, an hour and a half or so, I didn't see any people at all. But once you hit Black Rock Summit, there's a few people, because like I said, it's really easy to park and hike less than a mile, way less than a mile. I think it's half a mile to the summit, so you get a lot more people. It's beautiful through here, lots of greenery, ferns and such. It's quite nice. So when running along this section here, it's more like a little fire road, and it's been real runnable and flowy. Beautiful day. I hope I'm on the right trail, on the right place anyway. I'm pretty sure I am, but I haven't seen any white blazes along this way, so that's a little weird. But I did see a sign saying it was like 1.4 miles to the Doyle's River Falls parking, and I know that area. It's right on the trail, the Appalachian Trail. So then that's good. Well, somehow or another, I ended up not on the Appalachian Trail. I was running along the trail, and then it went straight, and I think I maybe was supposed to cross the road, but I ran along what seemed like a fire road and thought, I was a little worried, but then again, it seemed like that was the only way to go. And then I came across an intersection, and it was just a blue blaze trail, and I was like, uh-oh. But then there were some hikers hiking along. I said, oh, where are you guys heading? And they said, oh, back to the Appalachian Trail. And I said, oh, this way. And okay, I just want to go north. And anywho, I think I'm on the Doyle's River Falls Trail, going back up. I'd hope so. There's the Doyle's River Falls and the Jones River Falls. Real kind of close to each other. And I remember from doing them years ago is you can drive along the Skyline Drive, park, and then go down to the falls. And I doubt the falls are much running. But anyway, here's some more people. All right. So I am on the Doyle's River Falls Trail, going back up towards the AT, and then from there I will continue along north on the AT. I don't know how much mileage that's going to add, but we'll see, I guess. There should be a sign. I did see a sign back there that said the Loft Mountain Campground 2 miles, and I know that's kind of close to Loft Mountain Wayside and Loft Mountain Store and all that stuff. And Melissa, okay, here we go with some stair training. All right, I verified I'm on the right track, and we go down here a little ways, and then I should be able to take a left and then go through the campground down to the wayside. I think I remember doing that once years ago. Gosh, over 10 years ago. I did this same route. I was younger then. All right, so I got 1 mile to the wayside, which is where I'm meeting Melissa. It's supposed to be done in 3 hours, 13 miles. I'm at 13.18, and at 3 hours and 11 minutes, I got turned around, and not turned around, but kind of off trail, and gonna get about an extra mile. It's no big deal. Let's see what this says. Off Mountain Wayside 1.1, 14.3. So should be about 14.3 when I get there.